recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a matching. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check nine.
They go with Washington to begin the drive. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check.
Running it, Washington. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Check four. Hey, I need one over here.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Come on, set. Go on. 18 Gators. Hey, watch it. Ready?
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, Wood. I'm trying to collect. Tight dog. Hey, Sam off. Hey. I got motion. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Hit it.
Throwing Jones. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Alpha, go!
Bandit! My five!
Now Jones. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. It's taken to the 26. Now a hit and a loose football. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget Paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
And an alley to run. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Come on. Hey, check, Mike 57. Watch the run.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have.
Nice 57. 57's run. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
On second down, Washington. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First down, and it's Pollard again. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Yes. Hey, echo.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jones. And this is incomplete.
Jones pass intended for Tony Pollard. Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Watch the ship.
Go out.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Two draw porters. Hey, Charlie. Yep.
I got him. He's mine. Hey, check Mike. Mike 6.
Leo.
Watch out.
Yo, go. Rock it.
Slam.
Yo, Jack, shoot.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Started the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check 26. Zip it. Check. Motion out of the backfield.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Washington. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Looking to throw on second down. Washington. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. From the gun on third down. Washington. He's going to fire one deep. Middle of the 7-yard line. The catch is made. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got it first and goal at the 6. Tuck it and run. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. It's their quarterback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting up.
Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 81 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And that will get him one closer. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
They'll start the drive with Washington. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first, here's Washington. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
To throw on second down, Washington. This one caught by Ridley. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Let's go now. Go to base. Right here, right here. 2 times, 2 times. Hey, hey, hey. We got 3. We got 3. 3 down, 3 down. I got 11. Go. 57. Mike, 57.
He may try and run for this. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth.
It's 4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
50, plant.
You don't want nothing. You don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want to see.
Go.
You don't want Hey,
Go.
Mike 6. I got you. You're all up.
Jones on 1st and 10. And he finds Howard complete. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
And juice up.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
3rd and 13.
Now. Hey, Foxtrot. You better be ready. I'll be scared.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Browns drive about to get started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Orbit. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mo. Stop your whining.
On 1st and 10, Washington. Going left side here, and it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Go. Watch the slant.
Looking to throw. Washington. Going deep this time for Miller. Man, it's caught inside the 10. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is up to 5.
Next to score, Cowboys 14, Browns 9.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him. Otherwise, you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
On first down, Washington. That's complete to Slayton. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, Something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey, hey, hey.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. 57.
Operating from the gun, Washington. Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
You got three down. 57. Mike, 57. And we got to get to the ball, team.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Got an open man. It's Ratley. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Ready. 70 ending. Watch twist. Edge it.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go. Secure. Watch the screen. Just start. Fire ball. Switch. Check. Crunch.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Washington. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Washington. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Scott Miller, his first touchdown of the new season. And once again, the Browns are back in front. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
Check.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
General West.
Check, check. Lucky.
Hey, Delta.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Hey.
We're going 25 to Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Hey, Sam R. Mike.
Looking to throw. Jones into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
The Browns drive about to get started. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Check 31. Shit.
From the gun to give to Henderson. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Hey, exit. Go.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Tighten up. Alert 3.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. The All-Pro in two positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
61, match box, right.
Switch gears.
It's a 45-yard line.
Hard. Go.
Motion. Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 20
Snap.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Cowboys on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
6-6, pull it high. 5.
Back to throw. Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Bomber.
Check. Fresno. Check 13.
Get it.
And again this time to the tailback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Well, there to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. Now a handoff looking right. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Didn't get a whole lot there, but at least he got out of bounds, stopped the clock.
True on every count there, because I know for a fact that when that call came in, it was tagged with these words. Make sure to tell him, if he doesn't have anything, get out of bounds. Save the time on the clock. Now they've got to start considering what their play calling is because they've got to push it downfield.
The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, high 7.
Watch your slant.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. 11 yards is the gain on the keeper there, but now it's third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They run with Washington. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical third down conversion.
His afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Now on first down, it's Washington again. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, it's Washington. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check the backer. Check the backer.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch the eye.
They'll run. It's Washington. And he's got the first down. Yardage before being taken down at midfield. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Washington gets it going right. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The Browns in victory formation.